Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here with my buddy John. We're gonna be reviewing a movie called.
Wait! We can't show.
Oh yeah, can't show it.
Show clip. Oh wait. No.
Yeah, can't show it. Called Censor, and it's like a horror movie revolving around a very real thing involving horror films.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, in the 80s, called the video Nasties, and it's a British film. And the video Nash something incorporated by Margaret Thatcher to cut down on graphic violence and brutality in movies that were censored. There's a burp alert right there.
Thatcher.
And there were, yeah, movies like The Burning, Blood-Sucking Freaks, I Spit on Your Grave, Beast and Heat, Dr. Butcher MD, Zombie,
Driller Killer.
Driller Killer. Yeah, Driller Killer. They showed that Abel Ferrara Driller Killer. Well, they showed some clips from the real films, and then they had some made-up clips from this guy named Frederick North.
Yeah, because the idea is, this lady, her sister disappeared when her kids. They went out in the woods by themselves, and she dared her to go into this house, and then she disappeared. And she sees a film by this Frederick North that she asked her censor, and it kind of reminded her bits of it of what actually happened to her and her sister. So then she starts to investigate, and it gets kind of sucked into this whole mystery. And
like a madness and stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to get too much.
Yeah, I thought it was creepy. It did a very effective film.
Yeah, they did a really good job, but like the video Nasties, it was stupid. It's like, you could go to jail if you owned a video store and you rented an R-rated movie to an adult.
Yeah, I mean, not...
That was on that list.
Yeah, not kids, but regular adults like us, and then I think even Texas Chainsaw was in there, and that wasn't, a violent film, but it wasn't necessarily very bloody. Because Toby Hooper even thought he was going to get a PG rating on that. He was shocked when he got R rating. And then when the guys who did Tourist Trap did that, they wanted the R rating, and they were shocked when they got PG.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what's funny is, and I'm looking up, and this actress was also in the other movie
we just saw, Wrath of Man.
Yeah, Wrath of Man. It's like she had a smaller role, so we didn't recognize her right away.
Yeah.
But she was also was in a fantastic TV series called Raised by Wolves by Ridley Scott. Which I guess they are going to do a second season of.
Oh, that's cool.
It's good. Well, yeah, it's a pretty wild Ridley Scott TV show. But yeah, she was in that as well. So I'm like, I knew she looked familiar. Even when I saw the trailer, I don't know how long ago it was, a couple months ago, I saw a trailer for this. I'm like, man, she looks familiar. It's like, okay, so she was in the Raised by Wolves, but that was that a year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Last year, I think, maybe.
But, I mean, it was weird. I mean, the 70s and 80s were like a time that was weird when they have, like, graphic violence in a movie. Sometimes it would go released unrated. Because they used to have, like, a newspaper. Because my mother was against me watching horror films, but what I would do is when they were done with the newspaper and they didn't want it anymore, I would clip out the ads, because they used to have full color, well, not black and white ads in the paper for like horror films and stuff. It taped to my, how they have the book covered. I taped to my book. My mom knew I was doing it. She'd kill me, but I used to do it all the time in middle school and high school and stuff. But they used to have something like a movie was graphically violent. It'd be released unreleased, and they have like a little boxes saying, even though there's no graphic sex in this movie, there's scenes that might be considered shocking. No one under 17 will be admitted in this movie. They actually had a thing for Scarface too, because the violence and excessive amount of swearing in there too. There's a warning for that too. But they used to have those there. They don't care now. Or they used to complain, like People Magazine had about violence. They had like a thing on their cover said the A-Team is the most violent show on television. And then when they showed reruns, it was like TVPG or TVG or whatever. You know what I mean? One violent. Oh, I mean, they never killed him. My dad said he hated the show because they never killed anybody.
Yeah,
they said we're not murderers.
Comment about that.
Yeah,
it's like no one ever dies.
Yeah, no one ever dies on the show. So we're not murderers. I mean, that show was for like whole families, but they said it was too violent. And then that guy that used to review movies at Showtime gave like a list of people who died in like invading USA. He said this, and then he said this whole shopping mall blew up, and he said like 1,500 people died. How does he know? It was just stupid.
Right.
Or they talked about the violence in Rambo and stuff like that. I mean, but they don't do that shit no more.
Well, that's the way it's been with different media over the years. You know, they want to blame, the comic books or video games. Well, and it's both parties, so some people, you can't either single out one political party. They both have censored shit over the years. You know, like all the horror comics and then the violent video games.
Yeah.
Horror movies and, in not just our country, but in other countries. And I understand having a rating system so parents...
Yeah, I understand the movie rating system is fine,
whether it's music or movies or video games or TV shows. So, yeah, it helps them with their kids. Hey, I don't want my kids to watch this stuff yet when they're older, maybe. But, like, some of the censorship they do is just dumb.
Yeah. Well, parents were complaining about graphic content in TV shows, so they wanted a rating system for TV shows, but actually made things worse because they created a TVMA. At TVMA, South Park was, I think, the first show I ever saw that. And then, like, a few years later, TVMA used to get away with a lot of stuff, saying a lot of words, except for, like, the F word and the see you next Tuesday word. And sometimes they even show that. They even had the F word in sci-fi.
Right.
On the sci-fi channel, on regular cable.
Public TV, you would see stuff like...
Oh, yeah, you see violence in there.
Boobs and, like, Benny Hill and Monty Python.
Oh, yeah.
There's a movie about Houdini where he does a prison escape and you see him completely naked. Yeah. And you see his dick and everything. It's like, okay.
Well, they used to have, like,
that was back in the 70s.
Yeah, when we were growing up, they have, like, that little, like, in the Sunday paper, they have, like, that little... Not TV guide, but a little TV weekly or whatever it is. And some on PBS they have like adult cartoons, like in the morning or something. It'd say adult cartoons, and it really that was like I remember there was some kind of girl in her bathtub and seeing her. I mean, it's a cartoon though, but I mean her public area, her pubic. Well, she's a hooker. Pubic area. You know what I mean? It was just weird though. I mean. Just why nowadays I wouldn't think twice, but I mean back then my dad was looking through his adult cartoons. What's this? Or something. It was just weird.
Yeah, and people say, "Oh, things has got worse." Well, news may have gotten raunchy here, but wait till you look up and see what Steely Dan means or Lucky Spoonful.
It's weird because then they did a parents' music resource. Like Tipper Gore trying to censor music or having that parental warning on there. Now that's what kids look like. The recommendations, see if the movies, if the show's graphic or not.
Right.
But it's just weird though how things evolved and then like it's just something we came to accept.
Censors.
But I like the movie. It's very effective and creepy. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yep.
So I hope you like this review, everybody. Until next time, for me and John, it's been a review of the movie Censor. Until next time. I'm going to repeat myself again. Take care, my legion. All right.